Hi, hello. It's Mark Delcrest coming to you on this Tuesday, April 9th. Well, you're basically here for Lore Link. Basically, we are switching things up. We're doing exactly what you expected, depending on who you were listening to. I made comments about doing Daggerheart this week. I, however, did not communicate that clearly and had a mix-up with our social media person. So we're doing PowerWash Simulator, which was what was advertised. So, that's really what we're actually doing is what was advertised, and not what random statements I make in random streams. Usually better to trust the social media person anyway. In any case, it's better to be playing this anyway because my power is probably about 60% at this point because to quote a 30 Rock joke, man, what a week, what a month. It's only Tuesday. Oh. But hopefully everyone enjoyed the eclipse. Let me go ahead and let's switch to the game. Let's get faces in here. Let's bring Tony in here. Hi, Tony. Let's bring my
Nobody
face
wants
actually.
to bring Tony in here.
Let's bring my face actually on camera. Let's bring my Facebook. Really, that's a heck of a translation there, Captor. Go for it. Whatever makes you feel good. This captioning is provided to you by Meta. All right. So, hopefully everyone investigating. If you were able to see the eclipse, hopefully you got a chance to step outside, take a look at the sun with your eyes properly covered with eclipse glasses. Look around.
No, you didn't need those. Everything's fine. Now I just need to fix my monitors because each of them have this like burnout circle in the center of both of them.
It's a scary thing with eclipse blindness and things like that is it doesn't take place. It doesn't set in for a couple of days. You don't know you're blind for a couple of days. So you get that thought sticking in the back of your head for a little bit. All right. We are continuing. I'm turning this into a co-op game. No, I had to start the job first. Right. So
it was definitely very much a accidentally took the glasses down too soon. I stared at the trap, Ray.
God. Yeah, that's the fun thing. It's like you can technically look at totality for a brief bit without your glasses, but as soon as the sun peeks back out, put your glasses back on. All right. To get this started, Chant of the Electromancer initiated. Task. Your next mission, Engineer, is the ritual of blessing for an Imperial Knight Paladin of House Hawkshroud. Withdrawn from meritorious duty combating, redacted, proof pending, among the footed chem swamps of the planet, redacted, classified. They have traversed the galaxy to spearhead the frontal assault on withheld strategic estimator B785. Description redacted, excessive verbosity. This honorable knight paladin is an elite unit of a prodigious power. Their importance to the battle ahead cannot be overstated. It is imperative that their machine spirit is purified and galvanized. Engineer Tyro 656 will be closely monitoring your work. It is time you prove that you are worthy of your title. Praise the Omnissiah. All right. No messages. Start job. Continue. Press the button. Turn co-op on. Confirm. Invite friend. Invite friend. We'll try that again. There we go. We have invited the Tony of Troxel.
Oh, I don't even pay attention to the invite. I just, the moment you go, open it up to co-op, I go into the, join a game.
Welcome, Tony of Troxel here. Ah! There you are.
That's a big suit.
That's a decent size. Don't worry, we have all these convenient ramps and letters and other stuff. I see that waltzite cleanse manufacturum containers you have again been blessed by the machine god. This is Engineer Tyro 656 again. Still, at least now you have the title worthy of the duty. Tumbers in my way.
Toe.
The rites of initiation for a knight such as this are a fascination. Are you familiar with the rituals necessary, Ensignier? No, not yet, but I'm sure you'll get back to us on that. Once we reach an appropriate point in the cleaning process.
I don't know. I just like to shoot the things with the water.
Scrub, 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 scrub. Each toe is its own thing, apparently.
I like how when you're cleaning the Titanic toes that you have different nozzles, so it doesn't matter near, far, wherever you are, you can get them clean.
I cannot.
You're the one that turned on the mic.
You're right. I did turn on that. I did press the button that unmuted you. And I'm slow enough that my brain had to process through. Wait, I know that reference from something, and then go through the process of, why is he referencing that movie? Wait, what movie was that? Oh, Titanic, because it's the Titanic toe. So, again, I'm operating a little bit behind.
Gentlemen,
Yes.
I would like to let you know that the game sounds are very, very quiet, and I'm not even sure there's any music coming through.
Well, the only music that should be coming through should be the pretzel music.
Right, but I'm not hearing it.
You're
is
not
what
even
I'm
hearing that, so we will turn that up.
told. Yeah.
And the game audio is low. We will turn that up. Is that any better or worse? This one or this one?
Checking now. I can now hear the game, but there is no music.
Still no music from pretzel, huh?
Correct.
Is pretzel muted? No, pretzel is not muted. Pretzel is now paused. Alright, we've turned up the
I'm not afraid of your ghosts, Bridget.
Yeah, I hear it now.
music has been restored to the Emperor's will.
Right, have fun cleaning.
Thank you.
I think everyone wonders what you do with these holocaust. I'm not afraid of your ghosts, Bridget.
So did you take pictures with your stuff like camera? Did you do anything other than cell phone? Basically Eclipse glasses and
Yeah, everything was just my cell phone. I don't have any fancy equipment.
my friend had some leftover stuff from when she did the Louisville. The other, no, it was Tennessee, the previous Eclipse. So she had a solar telescope and some solar binoculars. I say lent us because she planned all sorts of activities and then promptly had to get called out to go to a different state by her work. So, yeah. That's good. She planned a huge party and had everything set up. And it was all ready to go. And then they're like, hey, this conference, by the way, is that weekend on the West Coast. That's nowhere near the Eclipse. Yeah. She was literally boarding a plane as the Eclipse started, so we couldn't even live stream her in. But she did get to see the Tennessee one previously, so like is now denied seeing eclipses ever. Now our voices are too quiet. When our audio is just off? I don't know. Like my audio, the sliders for my voices are all the way cranked up. That is as loud as the music does seem super loud. It's got the mixer. I'm gonna turn it down a little on the mixer. Tell me if the music just completely disappears. We'll just talk through the audio. Is it on the right mic? That is always a question with OBS. It could find something new. Yep, voice mod. And output from mic 2 is output from Discord. Okay, turn down your music knobs. Okay, good. So we had a bunch of different technology, people over. We had several different lens filters and things like that on cameras. I had a Mylar cover for my camera. One of our other photography friends had basically a heavier UV filter, which means that they got more of a white light picture rather than the orange light picture you get with the Mylar. So those came out pretty well.
I just pointed my phone at the sun, taking pictures. I really wish I was kidding.
If you did it during totality, that's fine.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. If you did it outside of totality, you are risking destroying your cameras, your cell phone's camera.
Yeah, a good 3 month run.
If it didn't want to get burned out, it should have known better.
What are those Google tips when they pointed at the sun, huh?
Can't see them because you're blind. Wait, there's seriously dirt under. Okay.
Fine.
Tab art's clean. Like I can't get any lower. I'm currently crouching, game. Does this thing pick up its foot at some point? There's a joke about stepping on people, which is not where I want to go. Not that kind of stream.
People pay extra for that kind of stream.
Yeah, exactly. More like deals in fantasy, but not that kind of fantasy. Okay. What you do in the privacy of your own home with lore link is up to you.
I'm sure 20 doesn't yell at you.
They've stopped listening to the stream and started playing PUBG again out of self-defense. Like, if there's a serious problem, they'll scream loud enough for me to hear. It's either that or we've lost sound, and, you know, we're no longer heard. They're just reveling in the silence.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
She's like, no, I can hear you. I'm just choosing not to interact. No, you're fine.
You're providing us with content, and that's what's important.
Ooh, that's rude. You can't just reduce somebody to content. Oh wait, no, you're a social media job. That's your job. Sorry. The whole thing. We appreciate the work you do in interacting with people. Oh hey, I found a clear spot. Random spot right there. Oh, there we go. What else did I do this weekend? We started with my niece and nephew. We started on the D&D. Interruption. Exposition. The Knights provide their fealty through survival of the redacted protocol, classified F266. Young devils from each of the Knight houses collected a chamber of echoes within the sanctuary of a knightly stronghold. Nothing can prepare the nobles for what is next. They're forced to watch 24 hours of Twitter Vine videos. Back when Vine was a thing. Back when Twitter was a thing.
You're gonna be forced to watch countless hours of Gen X people trying to do TikTok dances.
Ooh. I like how you specified Gen X because, like boomers would basically, the boomers wouldn't even try.
Gen X always complains about being forgotten, so you have to recognize it.
Our equal opportunity. They appreciate it. They just, thank goodness somebody noticed. Good.
Oh, hey, Wolf Mom.
Hey, Bomb. We're here yet again. Bleeding mechs while being babbled out about, expositorily, well, I would say talked to, but we get a lot censored. Upper leg pure DC. Knee pollen. Upper leg cures. Look at you go. I'm still here working on this leg. There are so many nooks and crannies in this leg. There we go. Lower leg flare and piston. Okay. This primary piston still has stuff on it. Okay, that's done. This lower leg auxiliary piston. the most awkward of angles to get into. There we go. What dirt remains? Well, I think I may have cleaned this entire leg. Oh, wait, no, there's something. That's the upper leg. Okay. Other than the upper leg, everything else is done. Alright, time to move to the upper leg. Actually, I'll be good. I'll clean the other leg. While I'm done here. I know my partner had this. Just cleaned the toes and then left.
No,
Well,
I got some of the parts. I got distracted by the chainsaw thing.
Too big to be a dreadnought, plus this actually haven't written enough. Too small to be a titan. Yeah, this is a paladin. Imperial Knight Paladin. We're told knights show up basically that they get pulled from their house, taken to a testing site, and nothing would compare to what happens next. So far, we've had 2 suggestions, which is watching 24 hours of Twitter Vine videos, or being forced to watch TikTok videos of Gen Xers learning to dance. Boom, TikTok dances. Suggest your own horrifying fates.
Speaking of horrifying in McDonald's, remember the double Big Mac?
The double Big Mac. A vague memory of that, yeah. There was a double Big Mac and there was a double Whopper. Wasn't there? And they did burger. I'm not sure which one was first.
Well, I just know they recently did the double Big Mac again, so. Double Big Mac and a 20-piece McNugget, that's the next thing.
Spoken like someone from the top. Oh. Big BLTs. There's only a limited amount of time you can actually make a night, because you can only use they only exist to be served on McRib sandwiches. So the McRib is not in stock. You cannot. Either that or the final test is you're forced to go to McDonald's and get ice cream from a functional ice cream machine.
Ooh, that's one that helps keep track of that, isn't there?
And there was somebody like they hacked the ice cream machines to actually track that. I seem to remember they got in trouble for that, and I think McDonald's shut it down. The upper leg has one small part. I'm not certain where the upper leg is. Well, that's just the red cable, I think. There we go. That's the upper leg, though. That's another upper leg cable clean. This is a thick tavern. Look at how thick that is. Alright, I'm gonna have to go up here soon. But I should probably finish all the junk on the bottom underside. Protocol: at the commencement of the sacred ritual, each noble enters the room and occupies the restricted technology of their night house. Through the night that follows, the noble's mind will fuse with the neural network of the restricted technology, H002. That sounds painful. Perhaps that sounds pleasant. It is not. Oh, well, there goes my idea.
I mean, I'm not going to shame anything, but okay.
You think someone would warn them, like, hey, you're gonna have your brains used here. I get the Emperor keeps his secrets and all, but you think that one would be harder to disguise? And people are like, yeah, those things don't have pilots; they just have brains.
Yes.
I think compared to other things that can happen in the 40K universe, you're not wrong. It could be a warp sorcerer, and their whole life could be pain. I think building materials for the Tyranids, smash to death by an orc. I feel like smash to death by the orc isn't a terrible fate. Like, the orc doesn't hold any malice. They just hit you with a large object and move on. They're just plants. I mean, they may grow something out of you. That might be unpleasant. Force to serve for the greater good of the town. Don't worry, it's for the greater good. It's fine. They would serve you wrong. There are no good outcomes in 40K. No, not really. Upper link here. Taking apart that chainsaw, huh? Chainsword pipes. Everybody loves chainsword pipes.
Everybody wants their own chainsaw pipe.
What's your rogue traders? Rogue traders have it pretty good, mostly. I mean, they have it good until someone takes notice of them and decides that they're a threat. And that outweighs their usefulness as a trader. Alright, I'm coming up. I just crawled up the ladder. The issues might be your earbuds. Oh no. Hey, the upper leg finally got moved. Alright, good. All that work about cleaning a chainsword and you haven't cleaned a chainsword body yet? My gosh.
I'm still working my way around trying to figure out what I might have missed.
Battle cannon, reach, is the ammo loader, body. Battle cannon is a large cannon. It goes that way. Okay. Which way is front on the battle cannon? I'm actually not certain which way is front on the battle cannon. I think it's that way.
You know, I would think that's some very important information before his front on the cannon.
You know, they don't tell us anything. The log thin thing is a barrel. That's what I was wondering. Each restricted technology, H002, stores the experiences endured by every knight that has ever graced it. It's a big brain category. Throughout the night, the nun nobles must battle against the will of their forebears. Man, talk about like the boomer generation just oppressing their kids, huh? You make the morning. Go to sign up to be a paladin and your great-great-great-grandfather's like, what are you doing? You need to make a name for yourself. Perhaps if they were more cognizant of the unreliability of the press, the entire process could be avoided.
I believe you're saying words in the English language, but what they mean, I can tell you.
They shove your brain into a neural network inhabited by the brain of everybody else who's been in the neural network. And they don't like you, so they yell at you a lot. They tell you about how things were better back in your day and in their days. And the kids these days don't have any respect, and that's good.
So it's like going to MCL cafeteria. Okay.
Yes, but it's like being stuck in MCL cafeteria overnight and not being able to leave. But the grandpa is having direct access to your brains and just always being disappointed in you. Large caliber ballistic artillery cannon capable of wrecking a horrific number of casualties when employed against the vast infantry hordes, yet are also capable of destroying light and medium tanks with ease. And you gotta love it when a large caliber weapon gets used against infantry. That always makes me feel good. MCL's not terrible now. MCL has decent food. It's just the overwhelming number of people who occupy an MCL at any given point tend to be retirees. So if there was ever a place you were going to be cornered by retirees and veterans, MCL would be it. Or Cracker Barrel at a certain point in day, too.
Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, I haven't been to Cracker Barrel in a while either. I mean, the problem with Cracker Barrel is it's like you could go to Cracker Barrel and eat healthy, but then you don't really feel like you've actually been to Cracker Barrel. You go to Cracker Barrel to get breakfast. And that usually means like...
So long as I've been to Cracker Barrel, I can tell you what I would go to Cracker Barrel.
Two things. That small thing under the main barrel, it's another gun. A heavy stuffer used for infantry that gets too close. Fried okra. Ah, there you go. There's your sudden ridge showing. It's great. Go to Cracker Barrel. I usually either get like pancake. I usually get pancakes of some variety with eggs and bacon, or I get their chicken and dumplings, which is starch and more starch of a little bit of chicken mixed in.
I was introduced about a week or so ago to Yummy Bowl.
Ah, yeah.
That one.
Not the one that I'm gonna ask the generic Indiana question. Is that the one not by the Kroger?
It was one in Castleton.
Ah, okay.
Not the one across the street from the big Kroger
Yeah.
that I refuse to go to anymore.
Is that Kroger or the Yummy Bowl?
No, the big Kroger.
Ah, okay.
Right over there on that. What is that? Emerson and
Yes. Yes, everything county-wide.
Because that's where I bounced off the front of a Volkswagen.
Oh, that would make one less likely to want to go there. For reasons. Alright, I'll hold her inside. Squelch, squelch, or the sound of a gun spinning up. One of these is infinitely more disturbing than another. Depending on where you're standing. Where's the chainsaw? It's the big thing with the chainsaw blade on it.
Reaper chainsaw. Reaper chainsaw body.
I definitely have a body and it's covered in mine. Huh, what else is there? This. There. What else is dirty on that? Clean with caution, please. Try to think if there was. Okay, I think I'm back for good now. Once you guys back for good. Which is good, because if she's back for evil, we'd all be in trouble. There's nothing any of us could do to stop. She has all the power. She's in range of your dogs, correct? I mean, closer than she's ever been. There's a conceivable distance to reach the dogs. Your dog's butts are never completely safe from being scritched.
Pit bulls in their posteriors.
Yep. You have hands. They scritch. Deposits scritch here.
Oh, I've got a 3D file for a dog foot scratcher. It was like on the front page of printables one day, and I'm just like, you know what? No, I'm downloading this.
19.991% of residuals remaining. Oh gosh, from this back. Are you losing your touch engine engineer? Wow. Guy just calling us out.
Watch this one here, but they haven't done get the steps this time.
Perhaps I petition you for duty. Should I petition you for your duties more earnestly? Apparently we're being threatened with having our jobs taken away by this guy. Because we have only cleaned 80% of the Mac. How dare we? There's so much gunk on the other side of this Mac. So much gunk. Cockpit handle. Just the handle, not the cockpit. Just the handle.
You know, that's the part you have to touch. So it's
Yeah, you want that clean. You definitely want that clean. You don't want to be like every.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because then you get the gunk, you open it up, and then you get the gunk inside on all the controls, and that's just, nobody wants gunk on controls. Insomnia Cookies is attempting to tempt me by sending me emails. Backfell these. I have so many leftovers from the Eclipse party. I do not need more cookies in the house.
I think we have a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it turned out traffic, because I remember you were staying at home because we talked about traffic being terrible.
65 and 74, I guess, were the worst. Everything
Yep.
else wasn't bad because everybody stayed home.
Yeah. Yeah, basically, like, I was talking to people who work in Franklin, and they're like, yeah, we didn't get the 100,000 people they were originally estimating, because I think people got scared off by there'll be hundreds of thousands of people all over the place, you'll be stuck in traffic for years. So people stayed away, because people in this area at least remembered all the chaos of Nashville and Tennessee. Places running out of food, places running out of gas. So they're like, I ain't going out in that.
I was able to get gas this afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I saw any places that ran out of something because of the eclipse. I saw places that closed early because of the eclipse.
Yeah, we think they lit off some fireworks.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, east side, it's always fireworks or fire rounds.
Yeah, it was very definitely basically some fireworks went off when the totality happened around here. We're just like, really? Can't just enjoy it? Okay. Like, yeah, it's your chance to see fireworks in the middle of the day. Is it really that exciting? Is it really that rare? I mean, I guess you could get a nice photo opportunity out of it. If you timed it right. At least we had good weather for it. We got very lucky and see all the
got
clouds.
like Super Bowl lucky.
Yeah, we got all the clouds cleared. We got a perfect view of the totality. And it was just nice, warm weather that felt okay to be outside in, but not too warm. Get that.
The sun went into hiding and the temperature dropped.
Yep. Get the nice cool breeze that basically started preceding it. Looking at things upside down and straight up on the Mac, and it's just like brain's trying to tilt. All this tiny guy. The squelching noises sometimes they're helpful because it means I'm hitting something that needs to be cleaned, and sometimes I'm like, oh no, it's Tony's hitting something that needs to be cleaned, and I'm hearing his squelching noises. Squelching noises. Another cockpit has been cleared. Thanks to the PowerWash board.
Good old Police Brothers boys band from Chicago.
Get the band back together. Did get a chance to watch Flash Gordon on Friday, which is always a good time. Great soundtrack.
What's his name who played Flash Gordon, Tom?
No, luckily.
Because he never seems like he's doing anything else.
No, basically, I have his autograph. We actually we have costumes that we made for the first time he was in town, and basically did the movie. And we had photos with him and got his autograph at that point. And then the guy who managed the theater was like, "Yeah, didn't work out as well as we hoped."
I just remember the one indie PopCon when I had a table for my old blog, and it was right across from his booth. And he was so bored he came over and insisted that I take a picture with him. I'm like, okay. I have no idea where that picture is because no offense to him.
So we're not interested in Sam Jones memorabilia.
Well, I think that was the same one that Will Wheaton and Greg Greenberg were at, so no, I was not interested at all.
Not on yours. It is just on the inside of that helmet. That is wild. Okay, fine. Okay. Yeah, okay, I can see how compared to that, the other two, those other two might be slightly more important to you. Will Wheaton, from everything I've heard, is a super chill dude. My only interaction with Will Wheaton was standing behind him while he was talking to a different one of my friends, not realizing it was Will Wheaton until he walked away. And then I went, oh, that was Will Wheaton. Friend's like, yeah, we just had a really cool conversation. I'm like, oh, didn't notice. Yeah, Flash. Savior of the Earth. Strap yourselves in.
I've been on a boat with him a couple times.
Well, I assume is what you're referring to.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like he'd be pretty chill to hang out with on a boat.
What's cool is I guess he does Joko so often that most of the people, because it's a lot of people that go there year after year, most of them are just like, okay, yep, he is walking away from things quickly, don't stop him.
He is done. Well, allow him to leave. Okay, you got to advantage that is like a cruise ship type convention is both a blessing and a curse. Because like, oh cool, you get to be on a cruise ship, you get to go to cool places. But on the other hand, it's much harder to stop interacting with people.
You just keep running into the voice actors from Avatar over and over and over.
Oh, just there. You go to dinner, they're all there. No cruise ships for you, 20, huh? Seasickness or a personal preference against cruise ships? We're at 94%. Personal preference for personal preference for ship-bound epidemics. Against, I'm guessing, not for. Because if you want some ship-bound epidemics, I can recommend some cruise ships for you. Most of them are Carnival.
We did Yoko's always through Holland America, which is like the MCL of cruise ships.
You try to hate, yeah. Go up.
It's like they love the Joko cruise to go there because it means they can actually put season.
Oh, that's filthy.
My 70-year-old parents say no, we don't like going on there. We're full of old people.
Yep. Yeah, we make it a massive extrovert, and a Gen Con would definitely try to start to be around people. BlizzCon was big enough. Actually, what is the size comparison between BlizzCon and Gen Con these days?
I think I looked, and BlizzCon is about half. The biggest bit of BlizzCon is about half the size of the current Gen Cons.
Oh, okay.
So how exhausted were you last time you were at a gaming session?
You were people I like. Yep.
Sorry the joke was there.
Yep. Oh, that's why the floor was started. The summer started there. Yeah, that explains it. I'm like, why is my floor shaking? I'm not hearing Tony react, so it's not like the New Jersey earthquake or something like You know what? I can probably jump on this thing, right? Ugh, totally.
I've spent time in California.
I think people I game with most days. That does happen. I'm glad that we qualify for the list of people you like most days. That's all you can ask for these days, to be on that list of people. I don't have a problem with the large crowds of Gen Con. Mostly because of the fact that, like, I've never, like, outside of the gaming hall, which is probably the most people, there are basically, most of the areas I'm in just basically aren't that many people. It's just going from point A to point B, walking around people. Food trucks have a lot of people. It's just, but generally, like, the New York Hall team, basically, the closest I've come to being concerned about the number of people was New York Anime Con, New York Comic Con, back in the 2000s sometime. Our group got invited because one of our members had won a costuming contest and had been invited to New York for the finale, nationwide finale of the costume contest. So, basically, there was going to be you got free badges to the convention, and then you were going to compete in their final costuming convention, final costuming event. And this was one of the first years for the anime convention side of the New York Anime Convention. Basically, New York Comic Con's New York Anime Convention thing. We were put up in a tiny hotel room, which barely had room for the four of us. And by that I mean the fact that there was a room for 3 people on the bed, and then I found myself, I had a choice between a small aisle on the floor or the bathtub. Those were my choices. But the convention itself was packed full of people. Like, to the point where you pretty much got stuck going down one of the aisles. And you were fairly certain that if you did in fact drop dead or had a medical emergency, you would probably die before help could actually get to you. This fact was mostly borne out by the fact that at one point we heard one of the vendors literally screaming for security for about 20 minutes, because apparently somebody had stole something from the booth and left. And so they were shouting for security and kept shouting for security for like 20 minutes straight, because security either didn't care or couldn't get there, because we were in a one-way aisle just shuffling forward slowly but surely. My one friend who was on high heels was terrified that they stepped wrong and basically twisted their ankle. They were just going to get left for dead, as it were. So that is probably the point I've been like, you know what, there are too many people in this place. Really wish there were less people here. Like, even Anime Expo, which was probably the biggest actual anime convention I've been to, was better organized than that place. But to be fair, the costume contest itself, like, this is a nationwide costume contest for basically the winners of nationalized conferences got invited there, and my friend, basically, our costuming group gets there, which consists of basically the 2 people who competed, one friend and one member of the group, and then the other 2 members of the group, myself and someone else, were basically arrived to the thing. They're like, okay, well, here's the judging. We got the judging done, and then we show up for the actual competition, and there's just nobody there. We're like, who's running the show? There's nobody. Apparently all of the competition judges had quit, elected not to show up, and all the rest of the staff had also decided not to show up. So it's just a bunch of costumers and their handlers standing around backstage trying to figure out how this costume contest was going to get run. They opened the doors to get seating for that before we really knew what was going on. And we watched people almost get literally trampled trying to run to their seats. That was fun. So then my friend, basically, the two of us made the decision that basically the two other members of the group who weren't competing were like, well, we can do this. So I stage managed, and she got people moving and organized, and like to the point where like literally the MC for the event showed up and was like, so I have no idea who I'm supposed to be announcing when or where. And she ran around and basically she took care of getting names from people and things like that. And so basically it was all we could do to get people to actually get on stage and across the stage and get the MC announcing people's names correctly. So it mostly worked out. My friend almost died because the group before us decided that their skit was going to be the X-Men throwing a massive rave on stage. And they're like, well, basically, how do you represent Iceman and Jubilee on stage? Well, you throw a bunch of glitter and other stuff all over the stage. That's how. And I don't know if you're familiar with basically cosplay competitions, but there's generally a rule that if you bring it on stage, you take it off the stage. And the reason for that is because, as our group, which was the next group, was a dance skit, who now got faced with looking at a floor covered in glitter and various other glitter and confetti and various other things that they were going to attempt to try to dance across and not rip their ankles to shreds, slipping on tiny pieces of things. So I emergency grabbed the broom and attempted to clear the stage well enough. It was okay, they didn't die, but yeah, that was a mess. So my friends did write a long letter of complaint to the runners events in New York Comic Con, basically detailing, hey, this is all the way people could have died at your convention. And they did thank them and promised us they would do better in the future. We didn't care, we weren't going back. But they also got signed copies of the Lord of the Rings soundtrack. So Howard Shore
of course,
signed.
they're signed by Sam Jones.
No, they were actually signed by Howard Shore prior to his death. I think Howard Shore died, didn't he?
I don't know.
I want to say. Well, in any case, signed autographed copies of the Lord of the Rings soundtrack. They're like the complete expanded editions of those soundtracks. So, got something for the troubles. What? You just fell from it across. Like that comment.
When there is no fall damage,
You
the
could
quickest
just
way to get from the top of the scaffolding to the ground.
take the elevator. It's gonna take the elevator. No stops. Express. Straight to the bottom of the floor. Okay. Time to look at the checklist. What do we have left? Alright. Top carapace front trim Aquila. You don't say. This is the front. I would think it would be here. I'm not seeing anything flat. No, this is the rear. Isn't it? Yes. That's why nothing's flashing. Brushes up here.
Where is the helm?
Helm is up here.
Oh, that's the
Yep.
faceplate thing.
Yep. That doesn't look like the front. Okay, good. Yeah, I mistook the weapons. Oh, there it is. This thing is not clear. How is this thing not clear? You're literally just a small thing. How do you... Oh gosh, that's how. You're 3D. That's why. Which one of those? Oh gosh, how are you not? Top carapace. All of this. Nope. We've got a checklist. The end is nigh.
That's up to that.
Guessing it's the underside of the front carapace which is going to be yelling at me. Yeah, it's probably down. I'd like to jump. No, I want to jump. I don't want to leave. I don't want to die. Oh, okay, I'm good. I'm good. I'm somewhere. I mean, I'm in the 40K universe. There's so much not to regret. Dying. I no longer have to deal with this. I can see you flashing out there. Where are you dirty? Wherefore are you dirty? Okay, you got the reactor housing. Still not sure where the front carapace is dirty. Good pie. Please stop crouching. Okay. Use the outside to climb up there. Fine. Okay, you got the shoulder socket. You know, you could join me in looking for the top carapace dirt. Power wash this edge just in case. The edge is dirty. Oh, you found it. Nice job. Sacrosanct duty. Let's see. Escape. Press the tablet to clean it. It's me working on the legs, cleaning all the beds, including the bottom. You power washing the top. I love the fact that it doesn't include the lift, so you just kind of float in space. Alright, the last message. Chat to the electromancer complete. Ensignier, it is glorious to see a night so illuminated. I feel that the motive force yearns for its destiny. Update. I am told that our forces are now fully assembled, cleaned, and boarding for withheld strategic instrument B785. The knight will spearhead the vanguard. It is vital the redacted heretical consider this our full force while Redemptor Dreadnought Zakiel is dropped behind enemy lines. Trust that we will soon hear of our momentous triumph. May the will of the Omni-Messiah guide us to a glorious end. Or at least an end. Alright,
Tequila is dropped.
do believe that is all of them complete. Oh no, wait, we have a Thunderhawk left. We have one more to do. It is currently 6:17 though, and that's probably as good of a point. Oh thank God. This is this is probably as good a point as to. Yeah, basically the amount of money you earn is not much. 200, 100, 250, 150. So this last one is the big money at 475. Oh, this is something from the Blood Angels. It has the artifact on board. So.
Well, it's nice to know we have at least one more backup stream.
Yep. We're good. We got one more to go, so. All right. Well, thank you so much, Tony, for joining me. Who's Blood? Some guys. Yeah, probably somebody. Multiple guys, probably. Yeah. So, basically, thank you all for joining. Again, we are Lore Link. When we're not power washing basically heretical scum off of glorious machines of the Empire, we are basically creating software for GMs, DMs, record keepers, basically whatever your flavor is of tabletop role-playing game, so that you can basically take notes, build out your campaigns with basically with the confidence of knowing basically you can keep track of where all of your things are, be able to quickly hunt them down, link them together, and when it comes time to sitting at the table, you can spend more time focusing on maybe all the cool minis you may have painted basically over the course of setting up, and having more time to actually paint those minis rather than struggling to deal with where are your notes, where is this, where's that. You can keep track of all of those in Lorelink. Basically link all of those things together, be able to keep track of your epic spanning campaign. We are currently in early access, basically a limited early access to our backers on the Kickstarter, and those people who joined us at HoosierCon last month. If you joined us at HoosierCon and are listening to this, a quick reminder that there was a misprint on the certificate, and while it says May to July, it actually should have said April to June, so we are instead extending it from April to July, so you get one extra free month on your early access there. And we'll have exciting news come June about the future of Lorelink, and you'll be able to catch us at our next convention, which is Origins. We'll have more information for you that coming up really soon here, because we'll be getting our booth assignment here in the next couple of weeks. So we'll have more details of where in Origins you can find us. So look forward
to be at a table, Mark.
What was that? Sorry?
I feel it'll be at a table, Mark.
Maybe. But is it at a table or tables? You never know. We could change it up. We could have multiple tables. We could have a single table. We could be standing next to a table. We're not guaranteed to be, we're not limited to just a table. We could walk around. You never know. We have a whole booth worth of space, 10 by 10 feet. We can be anywhere. You can't stop us. You can't tie us down.
Jump around.
You could.
Jump around. You could jump up and get down.
You could. But do so responsibly. Remember, friends don't let friends jump up and get down without assistance. A 10 by 10 bouncy castle would be an interesting choice for a booth. As long as you can keep it under the height limits, that would be amazing. Just basically invite people in and just be holding an iPad, be like, here's our product. See how easy it is to make notes? Even when you're in a bouncy castle, you can create your campaigns. Look. Just like that. An insurance nightmare, but amazing. Yes, it's fine. It's fine. You get booth insurance. I'm sure Origins wouldn't look twice at us. It's fine.
I mean, pay for it. Might as well use it.
Yep. We paid for all of this space, and we're going to use all of it.
Well, I meant the insurance, but yeah, that too.
I mean, yeah, that too. Yeah. So, if we do rent a bouncy castle, you probably want to know where you can find out about it. And if we do that, you'll find out about it on our social media, because I'm sure that if we rent a bounty castle, our social media manager would want to let the world know. So you can check us out on Blue Sky, Facebook, and Instagram, where we have a cool banner thing where we have 3 images which are linked together. We actually posted images on Instagram. We are doing the Instagram. We are gramming, as the kids say. Not the kids, because Instagram, the kids are TikToking, so.
You're embarrassing yourself. Move on.
Okay, dang it. Cover. In any case, basically, the other way is if you're like, hey, I'm an old fogey and I don't want to deal with social media, or I'm a young fogey and I don't want to deal with social media because everyone on there is terrible, there's an easy search. You can still get information. I like how my chat is letting me have my moment. Thank you. Basically, you can check us out in our newsletter. The next one will be coming out here relatively soon, which means I need to write one of those. As always. And if you can get those once a month, you can check us out on our website. And basically, you can sign up for that, and you'll get all the information, all the stuff about streams that we've done, upcoming games that we may be doing, and features and other things and conventions all in one convenient place, and you don't have to deal with that nasty, icky internet. So, get signed up for the
You have to
newsletter.
deal with the internet, but not social media.
Okay, you have to deal with you don't have to deal with social media. Correct. All right. I think I've embarrassed myself enough for one day. With that, unless Tony has some guiding words of wisdom to see us out, he does not.
Watch out where the Huskies go, and don't you eat that yellow snow.
Perfect. All right, we will catch you next week. We will basically next week, unless something happens, we'll either be doing looking at Daggerhawk and planning, or we'll be doing Daggerheart, or we'll be doing the Thunderhawk. We'll see what happens. Catch you all later.